and then I'll find myself as the one who's like first like going to that person who just said something to me. It's like, how, like, I don't have a grudge, ne? And I find peace inside of me because like it's like I've accepted the fact that okay, if you say something to me, it doesn't matter. I don't care what you're saying, and it's like I don't care for that person, ne? I do care for that person, and I it's so strange to
So
me.
how much do you care about yourself? If you don't stand up for yourself, how much do you care about yourself?
That's where I struggle a lot because it seems like I give care to people and I don't care about myself because
You focus on other people much.
yes, I focus more on outside things than inside things, you know, like me, and it's like I don't look at myself first and yeah, like satisfy myself before I satisfy other people's needs. And sometimes I struggle a lot because I'll sit down and think about those things, whereas that person like is over, it's over, it's over something.
Yeah,
Like
then you're sitting with the grudge, and then I think that's why here at school we're being taught to confront issues, because you think that you're over a situation, while in a way, at some point it'll come back and you'll think about it. So if you had said something to that person, at least you'd know that you've got a clear conscience of your side of the story. You've said what you've wanted to say to them. So if they take the information or not, it's up to them. At least you've done your part, even though they've wronged you. It's off your chest, and then you can forgive yourself in a way, because if they don't want to grow as a person, it's their thing that they don't want to grow as a person. Then you as an individual have grown as a person.
like from what you're saying, man, like I do confront people. Like if something it didn't stay very well, man. There are things that people say to me and I don't mind them. Like if yeah, like it's a cliche if you say something that I already know, ne? I'm not gonna like hold a grudge against you or confront you for that, because like I'll be like, no, it's something small. But if something big and it's kind of like embarrassing, I'll go to you and say. And most of the times I don't confront people in a very well mannered way. Like I'll come with this aggressiveness and I'll just start shouting at you, and I would like regret myself after I've done what I wanted to say to you, and that's when I'll kind of like, okay, you were wrong there and there, and that's, I only like look at myself when I've done something wrong to a person, but I don't look at myself when something does something wrong to me, and that's how I deal with my situations.
Okay, coming on to how you deal with the situations, like leaving things and like, okay, caring for other people and then not caring for yourself. I think that's what creates like people to carry your feelings, because the environment that we are in here at school is very small. So it's easy for me to carry on his feelings, because if you don't deal with your feelings and you don't deal with your situations, then it's easy for me to carry your feelings, and then sometimes I don't even know what happened. I don't even know like what really happened, but because of the way you handled it, I also get affected. I like carry your feelings and stuff. And maybe contact.
Oh, like one of the things that you talked about carrying someone's feelings. It's quite strange, because in the past I've realized that if it's something that affects me, like if someone has wronged me or done something bad to me, it's hard for me to go to that person and confront them. But then if someone has done something to someone else, and
situations might lie.
Yeah, it's kind of different, because I see that person as a bit my age and my size compared to the other person. So I feel that power to go and confront that person, even though that the thing doesn't involve me. It's between them. But because that person can't go there and confront that person, I quickly get involved and go there and tell that person, you know what, no, this and this and this is not on. It's something that has been in me like for years now. Because if it's me, if something has affected me, I can't go and say, you know what, you done this to me and this and I don't like it. I mean, if it's someone else and I see that, okay, this is, you both are not the same age and you're bigger than her or you're bigger than him, you shouldn't be doing this. So I quickly get involved.
Then why is it hard for you to look at your
I don't
own
know.
situation?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, I also guess that since you're saying that that thing is done to somebody else, you quickly know that how that something makes that someone
Else feel.
feel.
Yeah.
But like, because it's your own situation, it's harder to confront because you're not feeling what that person is feeling at the moment. So it also comes from a space of caring, and also looking at confronting people. There are, I wouldn't lie, there are impossible people in the world, you know, and sometimes we're with different people, and different people do their things differently.
Yeah.
Well, I do not struggle to tell anyone what I feel. I tell you, but my problem is, does it come to a place of caring, or do you do it to spite, or because you just want that somebody to be your subordinate or something like
feel
that?
down, yeah.
Yeah, to show that, okay, you're the one that's on top now, you have to just go down. You know, so sometimes I have to question, is what you're doing coming from a place of caring? Because not always when you're confronting because you're caring for someone, stuff like that.
We need to start wrapping up. Any final words?
Well, for me, forgiving and loving is something that is not strange to me, because that's what I do a lot, and that's how I discover myself sometimes, that I don't care about myself, I only care for other people, and I always kind of like absorb things that people have, and kind of like release what's gonna make them feel good and all those stuff, without doing that to myself. And I don't think not loving a person is just an excuse. I know there are people that they are not familiar in loving someone or forgiving someone, but those two words to me, like, I don't have a problem with them. I just use them as they say themselves.
I also think we all do have love and forgiveness in us. It's just that we all show that differently. Yeah. Because I can't say I don't love you. I do love you, but then you can't see it because you've got your own way of showing it and I've got my own way. It's just that I'm showing it and you can't see it in the way that
You want to see.
you want to see it. Yeah.
For me, forgiveness is expressing your feelings, like both parties, telling the side of the story, understanding where the person came from, and moving on, but never forgetting what the person did. But while you don't forget about it, you don't like live with it, you don't make it part of your everyday life, you move on. And loving a person is understanding a person, compromising and just showing compassion, and also confronting the person to help them grow and to tell them when they are doing something wrong, and not let them go on the wrong path, whereas you can see and you know that you can help.